But if it is, and we along the way, you can comment and let me know. So anyway, let me jump right into this. Usually I do a kind of a whole intro. So everybody is covering like the whole Ashley Janae thing, like the rest in peace to Ashley Janae and things like that. But and that's really good coverage as well. So shout out to all the content creators that's following the story because you know, yeah. And also to the one in Shreveport with the rest in peace to the family. I know with the 8 children, that's just crazy. And the guy and that and then the Virginia guy, so much has been going on. It has not been a good week in black news. Trying to tell you. But rest in peace to them as well. And if y'all don't remember something, what reminds me of the one in Shreveport that just happened with the children. If you know anything, I'm from Memphis, and look into the Lester Street unalivings. Um, it reminds me of that. And Lester Street was something I thought I would probably never probably see again. So yeah, man, you just never know, you know. But it's always good to make sure people are just checking their mental health. But um while everybody has been into that, I want to do a little update. So y'all know, listen, so when it comes to this whole Celeste thing, oh yeah, hold on, y'all. My bad. I got to do this, lose one thing at one time. Let me do this. Yes. I'm gonna sing y'all an intro until I go update this thing. Hold on, let me go. I gotta go do this right here. Let me see. Click this, click this. Gotta click something else. Hold on. Gotta click this right here. To the back room and try to do this. Yes, I'm a believer. Yes, I'm a believer. I say yes, yes. I'm a believer. Yeah, yes. I'm a believer. Uh, I believe in Jesus Christ. He's the giver of my life. Even he came down, all the joy I found. Don't doing it well. Uh, 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 all the done for me, but he gave me the victory. I'm a believer. Yeah, I'm a believer. Yeah. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. I gotta go update something right quick. Then we're gonna get started. Hold on. Click on this. Where is he? Where is he? Okay, we're gonna go in this. Should did. I don't know why you let me do it earlier. I'm just saying, okay, review on content. I don't know why. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Hello. Okay, so is that for that? Okay, so then go back down to this. I'm gonna go and tag this. You don't know. You can take me at the church, but you can't take the church out of me. Okay. I'm a believer. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now we should be good. All right. Let's just jump into this. All right. Well, welcome. Okay, so let's jump into this. This is what I'm gonna go into. So I want to go back. Just give us a little quick refresher, right quick. Let me turn this off, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so rude watching everything else in the background. So let me jump into this. So let's go to a little bit of a background of what we are going to kind of talk about. Shout out to Black Speaks over there. Check this out.
Arrested in connection with the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. But what's come out since then changes everything. The motive, the timeline, and what happened the last night Celeste was ever seen, when David invited her to his home in the Hollywood Hills, and she never came back.
Celeste, a 14-year-old at that time, went to Mr. Burke's house in the Hollywood Hills. She was never heard from again.
And months later, in September 2025, that's when everything changed.
Yeah, so okay, so this is what I want to kind of go over right quick. So this is the beginning of the story right quick to just jump into it. So The autopsy came out. If I'm saying it right, I don't know. I had took a little sip. Mind your business, it's mine. But the autopsy came out, and so I just want to kind of review this or whatever because this is like really, really crazy. And now they have. I was watching early, which we finna check out in a minute. That I was watching Nancy Grace because Nancy Grace said she always in the tea, and they have like put David in segregation. But just want to kind of give us an update and kind of go through what happened, and then that way we can kind of all be up to this. I want to make sure I keep up to this too. 'Cause this is crazy.
Police say the car had been at the lot for a couple of days. When asked
Mhm.
about reports the vehicle is registered to 20-year-old singer David,
Because inside a car registered to the singer, investigators made a discovery: remains found in the front trunk, unidentified at the time. After sitting there for months, it was eventually revealed that those remains belonged to 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, a teenage girl from Riverside County, California, who had initially been reported missing.
Now check this. Now they said from what I'm hearing now, we finna move on because they said that pretty much that the ulterior motive was because they were trying to find a motive, right? The motive was that she was gonna go and snitch on him, right? Now the crazy thing about this is let's jump into this right here. So rest in peace to Celeste. So let's jump into this. Shout out to I want to be like her one day. Chronicles TV. Hold on, let me swap this. Let me go over here and swap this out right quick. Chronicles. Chronicles Speaks. What's she right here? Let me see. Oh, there she go. Hold on. Okay, let's go to Chronicles Speaks right quick, right? So the autopsy has now came out. Just check out. This is so crazy to me because for one, I understand that the parents or whatever are grieving or whatever, but let me say you see, her, Celeste's mama and daddy and her folks, would they pay it off? They need to go to jail too because it ain't no way that baby was with that boy so much that much time around the clock videoing him this and that, and you know where the hell she was. It was video footage of this man, what young man, I don't know what you want to call his ass. He's short and he got a problem. He's nasty. He was out there paying the people in the community like this is just stuff. So you definitely knew what was going on, right? And so it just all kind of jacked up because it's weird. We're very weird. So the autopsy came back, and you know to understand like that Celeste was this when they say dismembered, y'all. I mean, check this out. I'm gonna let Chronicle speak. Yeah, and let her read the Chronicles 1 and 101.
The evidence, the court records, and the stories behind the headlines. Welcome to Crimes with Chronicle.
Yes, come on, intro. Come through, intro. Okay.
So today we have a major update in the case involving David Anthony Burke, also known as D4VD, because the autopsy report for Celeste Rivas Hernandez has now been released, and it answers one of the biggest questions in the entire case.
Mhm.
How did she actually die? And what investigators are now confirming is both specific and deeply disturbing.
Right.
Because according to the medical examiner, Celeste did not die from unknown causes. She died from 2 penetrating injuries to her torso that experts are describing as sharp force wounds. Now let's break down what that means in plain terms because this is critical. A penetrating injury means something entered the body with force. We're not talking about blunt trauma. We're talking about something sharp enough to break through skin and into internal organs. And the autopsy goes even further. It reportedly
They say right. Okay, let me just guesstimate. I want to guesstimate. So because if it was a knife, they would have said a knife. You know what I'm saying? They would have probably said it. But um something like that, I'm trying to think of an object that it would be. You like not a stem from a tree, but maybe you know how you got those things in the fireplace, like a fireplace thing, and you know how they pointed at the end. You know what I'm saying? And when they say like poke like that, my mind goes to the really like a fireplace type of, thing. You know what I'm saying?
Found one wound that penetrated her liver, another that damaged her ribs and her chest area, and that wasn't random, that wasn't unclear. These were targeted injuries to vital areas of the body. Your discretion is advised. Body examination. I observed the descendant's posterior head and torso lying prone in a body bag inside the front.
Now, mind you, I think this baby, rest in peace again. I think this baby was like 14, 15. I don't know. But this this case right here, LAPD almost slipped up. But it should be really shut and closed because honestly, when he went on tour, if you have never seen the video, when he went on tour and he brought that casket out there, mm-hmm, and that video dropped. Now his music, to me, being a little bit of an older person, no shade, the shit always sounded kind of like, you need a little therapy. It sounded, you just, oh God, you want them kids to sit at home and cry and look at the light spin and, go and get some goddamn mushrooms and, you know, you know, just can't get, rock me. I don't know. Weird, but beautiful voice. But something was about it. Now the song Celeste was a good song, but wow, to go deep. So we all knew. And the way that he did that, so to go through this autopsy that we're hearing is wicked. You know what I'm saying? Real talk is wicked. This definitely gonna end up being a movie like 5 years from now.
Trunk of a Tesla. Her head was oriented towards the north. She appeared of intermediate age and ethnicity and dark hair and natural teeth. She was wearing a tube top, underwear, leggings, and socks. I observed multiple holes in the front and back of the tube top. She was missing both arms above the elbow and both legs above the knees. Underneath the body bag was a black trash bag that contained the descendant's apparent compiled bilateral arms and legs. They appeared to have been dismembered into several fragments. The descendant was in an advanced state of decomposition demonstrated by foul odor, discoloration, liquefaction, insect activity, partial skeletonization, and skin slippage. I noted an approximate 1-inch linear defect on her abdomen and a circular defect on her left flank. The left ring and pinky finger appeared to have been mutilated, and I did not locate them during my scene examination.
Now
She
check
has a
this. Hold
tattoo
on.
that
So I had seen in another update, right? In a whole other thing or whatever, right? I had seen that let me cut this out, y'all. My bad. Let me cut this out. I had seen that she had like a tattoo on her finger, right? She had a tattoo and the tattoo had, I think, like shush or whatever on the tattoo. You know what I'm saying? So like this goes deep. And the crazy part about it is, I don't know if you just heard what she just said, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard what she just said. She said that the finger, that finger or whatever, is not there. That her body was you know what I'm saying, literally torn apart. Like literally, it's been, everything is separated. The legs, whatever, all of it, separated, whatever, right? Shit. Yes, it is. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, y'all, my computer acting crazy. There we go. But to be, mutilated like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, but where is the finger? Where is it at? There's some, and it's crazy because like I don't know. Child, David.
that reads shh on the inside of her right index finger. I did not observe any other discernible scars or tattoos. Now, it's very eerie that the ring finger on the left hand would be missing along with the pinky, but that ring finger had David written in tattoo ink. Let's continue. The descendant was not ID viewable due to decomposition of the face was not live scanned due to waterlogged fingers. She was assigned Jane Doe number 550. Now, she was properly ID'd as Celeste Abigail Rivas Hernandez on September 16, 2025 due to dental radiograph comparison. It gets worse. Viewer discretion is still advised. Descendant's description.
Wow.
Prior to my arrival, the front was open and the body bag was unwrapped and open to view the descendant. The descendant was dismembered and was inside a black body bag and a black trash bag. The descendant was
Dude, like, and then to mind you, she had been probably sitting there, I think, no, for ain't no telling really how long she really sat there. You know what I'm saying? So I think the part of the thing was to see. I'm glad they're able to have some more evidence on like the way she did pass or whatever, because like I said before, like maybe it was like a fire sick thing or whatever, but man, it's wild.
severely decomposed and there was decomposition fluid on the outside and inside of the bag. The descendant was female and had dark hair with decomposition fluid and insect activity. Also, insect activity was observed on the body and the body bag. The body bag had a double zipper, 3 handles on each length side, and a handle on the top and bottom within. The body bag took most of the front space. Inside the front, the body bag contained the descendant's head and torso in a prone position. The descendant's head pointed north and her thighs pointed south. The trash bag was at the south end of the front beneath the body bag. The trash bag was tied and contained the descendant's dismembered limbs.
Like yeah, this is wild.
Which included arms with hands and legs with feet. The descendant's arms were cut and removed at the bicep, and the legs were cut and removed above and below.
Like, was he trying to sacrifice her or something? You know what I'm saying? It was already enough she was underage, but this goes a little bit far. This is giving Jeffrey Dahmer. It's giving Jeffrey Dahmer. It's giving Jeffrey Dahmer.
Below the knee. Before moving the body bag, the handles and zippers were swapped. The body bag and trash bag were moved from the front and placed on a plastic sheet. The descendant was then removed from the body bag and put on another plastic sheet. The descendant's left hand was missing the ring and pinky finger. The descendant was wearing a discolored tube top shirt.
Listen, this how you just know this man did it in a way, like it's like her left hand, the finger and the hand, bruh. Did you David? I'm telling you, you got to be careful what you celebrate. Telling you.
Discolored underwear, black and black socks. The shirt appeared to have 3 cut artifacts. The leggings were cut around the knees, with the upper portion of the torso and the lower portion rolled down to both ankles and the feet.
So, yes. So, as you can see, you can go over there. I'm not gonna play the whole thing because I respect it, but that's Chronicle Speaks. You can go over there and like go through the entire autopsy because she breaks the joint all the way down, as you can see. So now, of course, they got David ass is in jail. You know what I'm saying? But let's go over here to what Nancy Grace. Okay, they still ain't found that news anchor woman mama. That news. I don't care what they say about that case, but something weird about that too. They haven't found her yet. But this Nancy Grace. So we're gonna catch up with Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace can give us, because now David is in jail, right? So since he in jail, I think he was having a few issues out there at the jailhouse, but we don't care about that. He need all the issues he can get. But I think now they have segregated him. So we're gonna let Nancy Grace update us on what the hell going on, because she love miss like this. Especially anything about segregation. Excuse me.
Girl, and the allegations are disturbing. According to the prosecution, he murdered her with a sharp object because she threatened to come forward about their sex relationship, knowing it would destroy his music career. Why thrown into segregation? Straight out to Caitlin Becker, senior national correspondent, New York Post, and host of a new podcast, NY Postcast. Caitlin, thank you for being with us. Why segregation?
Well, Nancy, it's because of his notoriety. They're keeping him protected because he's a well known person. Now, I use that term as loosely as I possibly can. I think it's this case that has really added.
I mean, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? I get that. You know, with David being who he is or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Him being in jail, you know what I'm saying? You know, well known as he is, yeah, I get why they moved him to segregation, but they should let him go out there on the yard for a little while though, at least one time.
To his notoriety. I mean, he wasn't exactly a household name coming into this investigation, but within the system, it does seem that they're a bit concerned that something could happen to him if he was maybe in Gen Pop or with some of the other inmates while he's awaiting trial. Because of course he did not get out on bail because these charges are so incredibly egregious. So it's definitely for his protection. I do wonder how much that
Oh yeah, they definitely, you know, because you know, David looks like he would definitely pull a Karen in jail and be like, "Oh my God, while I'm in here, I'm suing y'all." Real talk, cause it, dude, like they need to be protected from you. Like this is given Jeffrey Dahmer, but of course they need to separate him because you know what I'm saying. Like they need this gonna be the most quickest close and shut case ever. But let's see.
has to do with just the optics and the fact that he has a crack defense team of celebrity attorneys who would really hammer them if anything happened to him behind bars.
That ain't gonna
So
work.
he is segregated, he's alone, just basically because he's kind of famous.
Once at the jail, D4VD is now segregated from other inmates for being a, quote, noteworthy person. Now, you mentioned that he may be more popular behind bars than he is on the outside, but isn't it true? He was pulling in
He is a chocolate bunny. Now, if David, you know, outside it was going on, on the other side, if David was smart, okay, David would pull the orange is the new black, okay. You need to go in there small as you is and all the stuff you done did, goddamn it, you need to go in there and be humble as you know how. Go find two of the biggest men that you can. Humble yourself, bust it down, okay, and you know, have your own team of protection. You know, turn the tables. Get go in there and run it. You know what I'm saying? This is your bed. You got to lie in it. And you got if I got to lie in it, let me tell you something. I'm a listen. Orange. I'm a puller. And then they had what was the other one? Damn, the Worthingtons like that. I don't know, but yeah, you know, but it's fucked up.
millions of dollars and had just launched his worldwide withered tour when Celeste's body was found in two different trash bags, her head in one trash bag. Actually, they're called body bags, so I'm not sure they're trash bags. And the rest of her body dismembered in the second bag in his the front trunk of his Tesla. Isn't that true? Just before that happened, he was leaving on a world tour.
That's
And this is so crazy. I'm like, David had to have some real balls, you know. I mean, to drop the song like he did, right? And then to bring the casket and stuff, and how you had the concert, you know. It's like it's weird, but dude was celebrating this girl death before we even really knew what was going on, and he had them kids out there screaming, "Oh, Celeste!" That is just, you know, you see some evil shit in the world. You know, you see, I mean, but I'm telling you, we having a hell of a year.
That's exactly right, Nancy. He was certainly an up and comer. He was on the upswing of his career. Like I said, not a household name yet, but definitely in the hip hop world and in that circle, someone that
Was she a
people knew.
sacrifice?
And all of those things that you just mentioned right there are going to come into play in this case. It was him being on the upswing in his career. It was the money that he was making at the time. And it was this world tour that he was about to embark on that prosecutors believe factored into why he ultimately allegedly slaughtered this girl, tore her apart, and stuffed her into those bags as you just laid out there.
All because he was on the Epstein files. Nasty little motherfucker kids, man. Rest in peace to Celeste, man. Rest in peace, man. That shit is wicked, man. Hide your kids. Okay, hide your dogs, hide your cats, hide it all. You ain't lying. Just hide it. Just hide it all. But yeah, rest in peace to Celeste. I just want to come and give y'all an update. So yeah, the autopsy's out. Go over there and check out Chronicle speaks. Of course, like was she dropping pulling down the thing. Nancy got the whole thing with the him in jail right now. So yes, he is being separated, but I think he should go out there and take one for the team. You know what I'm saying, for what you did. Because it's more parties at play. It's a lot of things to be answered. Okay. But to see how man, that's some So I just want to come let y'all know what was going on with it. Y'all hadn't seen it because everybody was kind of like drowned in the whole Ashley and the Shreveport thing. So, it's just a quick update. So yeah, rest in peace to that baby, man. That's some crazy shit. But I'm glad he in jail. And do not let his ass out. Okay? Because he is definitely gonna run. Definitely gonna run. But yeah, you know. That's a little update for what's going on with that. PS8 now. Shout out to you. If you are here, thank you for being here. I'm unapologetic. Thank you being unapologetic as I know how. Peace out.